Yeah, test the mic, see if it.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, can you guys hear me with this mic? Because if you can't hear me, let me know. Let us know. Let us know.
Try no.
Can you hear that? Can you hear me? Can you hear? Can you hear? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
No one's responding, but yeah, I think they can hear you.
Alright guys, so real quick, we just wanted to go live, and I hope you can hear me because we've been having internet issues and also issues with equipment, so that's why we haven't been able to go live. And our friend Oz is experiencing flooding, and just want to send out a shout out to Oz because it's really bad over there where he's at. So we are live in Nicaragua right now. We're at Managua. We are at the Plaza where Independencia is what it's called. Where can they hear?
They say you sound far away.
Yeah, probably because of my.
Yeah, try now. Speak
Can you guys
louder.
hear me? Okay, so we're here in Plaza Nacional de Independencia, and we are getting ready to witness the inauguration of President Daniel Ortega. This is a really big deal. A lot of people aren't really paying attention as to why it's such a big deal, but it's a huge deal mainly because of the fact that there is going to be a geopolitical shift in Nicaragua, specifically because they recently recognized China as the one over Taiwan, and they are going to do business with China. They are opening up relationships with them and Iran and Russia. There are high-ranking officials from all of these countries that I mentioned. President of Cuba, Miguel Diaz-Canel, also arrived this morning, as well as President Nicolas Maduro, who also arrived from Venezuela, and we have been absolutely excited. A lot of people didn't know about his arrival. This is really big. This is really signaling to the United States that there's a power shift and that our people are willing to stand up to U.S. imperialism and NATO hegemony as well. And so what we're seeing is a sort of amping up of this new Cold War that never really left. But what we're seeing is that it's going to be an event that where we're going to hear the future plans, and we're going to hear the possibilities of perhaps a canal which would shift the economic sector of Central America drastically. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that and just kind of show you guys what we're seeing. Are they able to hear me or no?
So I think the iPhone's only using the mic that's like right here.
Okay. So there's something wrong with the. If
Yeah.
you want, I can use my headphones real quick.
How that'll work. Your phone, I don't know, it's your phone. So just talk like this way, and if you want, like selfie mode over here.
Okay. So guys, I'm just gonna repeat everything I said. I don't know what's wrong with the mic, but we'll fix it. But I just wanted to say we're here in Nicaragua. There's Jonny Tsu. We are here at the Plaza de la Independencia in Managua. We are getting ready to go down there. Let me see if I can show you guys. How do I switch it? Where is it? So we are here. We're getting to go into the actual plaza, and it's kind of rainy, and Johnny has a nice suit, so we're a little worried. But this shift right now that's going to happen with what's happening here is so big, and a lot of people aren't paying attention because what we're seeing is this alliance between Iran, Russia, China, Nicaragua, Cuba, Venezuela, President Miguel Diaz-Canel from Cuba arrived this morning, and then President Nicolas Maduro from Venezuela also arrived. He wasn't expected. We hear rumors that somebody else might be arriving, but I don't want to say that until I get confirmation. But there are high-level ranking officials from China, Iran, and Iran, and several of these other countries. And so what we're seeing is a stance. They're taking a stance geopolitically against U.S. imperialism, against the European Union. And now, of course, I wanted to read to you guys really quickly the sanctions that dropped, new sanctions dropped this morning from the U.S. Department of Treasury and from, of course, the European Union. They have to stick together. And so we have the West imposing new sanctions on Nicaragua. Now, this is apart from the sanctions that were imposed earlier with the Renacer Act. So we knew that this was coming. Nicaraguans are well prepared for this. However, it doesn't make it any better. So I wanted to read some literal dialogue that they sent this letter. January 10th, 2022. The Treasury sanctions 6 Nicaraguan officials ahead of the Ortega Murillo sham inauguration. So they're not only calling the previous election in November a sham, but they're extending that to the inauguration. And they say that they designated the 6 officials of the government in Nicaragua pursuant Executive Order 13851. President Daniel Ortega and Vice President Rosario Murillo are scheduled to be inaugurated today following fraudulent national elections orchestrated by the regime in November, further consolidating their control of power to the detriment of the Nicaraguan people. This action targets... To the detriment, even though everything we have been recording and have yet to even release, some of the stuff we haven't released. Go check out Johnny's coverage of the coup attempts and how they attempted to destroy this school, right? You can talk about that in a minute. But they're saying that they're trying to consolidate their control of power to the detriment of the Nicaraguan people, saying this action targets officials of the Nicaraguan military, the Nicaraguan Minister of Defense, the Nicaraguan Institute of Telecommunications, and the state-owned Nicaraguan Mining Company. No, the United States wants, and the West want to get a hold of these companies. The Treasury is taking this action along with the European Union, which also adopted sanctions today related to the Ortega Murillo regime's ongoing abuses. And the Ortega Murillo regime continues its subjugation of democracy through obfuscating, effectuating sham elections, silencing peaceful opposition, and holding hundreds of people as political prisoners. So they're condemning the elections previously. They're demanding the release of these quote-unquote political prisoners who attempted to overthrow the government yet again, while, of course, making a mockery of January 6th. If you guys recall, there was nonstop coverage of that whole debacle. That was nothing more than a riot. They're telling Nicaragua how to run their elections and how to govern in a place where they have no jurisdiction. And so they specifically named certain people, saying that they committed acts of violence, and also that they were pushing disinformation. And targeting independent media. They were not targeting independent media. In fact, the only independent media that was kept out was independent media from anti-imperialist media that was not allowed. One journalist was from Britain. He was not allowed to come in. He was detained in Mexico. His last name was Sweeney, I believe. He was an independent leftist journalist. So that was the media that was targeted by the U.S. State Department. It was not the media, mainstream media. The mainstream media simply didn't show up and proceeded to propagandize a bunch of lies that had nothing to do with what was actually happening. And so we proved that. So they're lying, and they're pushing sanctions when they shouldn't be pushing sanctions. But just so you guys know, the Nicaraguan government is prepared. They're not going to hold back, and this is going to be a very pivotal inauguration. So we're going to go check it out right now. And I think you just want to keep it on and see if we can show them what's going on. They want us to move.
I gotta take everything off.
Oh.
Like it'll all fall apart if I do that. So we're gonna be back on later. So stay tuned. Convo Couch here. You're watching independent media in Nicaragua here. Low budget. Where's CNN? Where's Fox News? Where's New York Times? Where's CNN? Oh, I already said CNN.
MSNBC.
Where's Reuters? Where's DSW?
Where's the AP?
Where the minds read. The minds read DSW or whichever news outlet it is.
Bye,
Okay.
guys. See you soon.
We'll see you later.